The boiler is the heart of your central heating system. There are many different types of boilers, from combi boilers, condensing boilers, or even solar panels, all of which have different features that may suit a specific property better than another depending on factors such as fuel type, power usage and technology used. In this article we will look at how to get the best boiler installation by looking at what information you need to help you choose the right boiler for you, and who can provide the best boiler installation based upon quotes provided. Boiler installation quotes. Getting a boiler installation quote can be a little bit of an awkward process. You want to get the best value for your money, but you also need something that is going to provide you and your family with the heating they require. In order to find a boiler that will meet these requirements, you are going to have to talk through some important factors with your heating engineer. What you need to know to get the best boiler installation UK. Here are some of the things you should know about boilers and how much they are likely to cost. Fuel type. What fuel or energy source will your boiler need? Will it be gas, oil or electric? Do you have an existing boiler that is still working, and if so, what kind of energy source does it use? An estimate on your property size. Are you going to have a large family requiring larger amounts of heating and hot water, or are there just two of you living in the home? This is important because different types of boilers use more power depending on the size of the property. The technology used. How much do you want to invest in your new boiler? Do you want something that has been around for years, such as combination boilers which provide both heating and hot water supply through one unit, or would a cheaper option like solar panels be adequate for your needs? What do you want to use the boiler for? Do you need it just for heating, or will hot water supply be required too? Is this an important factor in making sure your investment is worthwhile and giving you a return on your money? These are all questions that should be discussed with your heating engineer whenever getting a quote for the installation of a new boiler. Your engineer should also be able to provide specific information detailing any additional work they may have to be carried out. The minimum amount of time it will take to fit a boiler will vary from one job to another, but some estimates would generally be around 2 days. Checks for your boiler installation. It is important to make sure that the work has been completed satisfactorily. Here are some of the most common checks you should carry out for your boiler installation. Check any gas safety certificates. When a new boiler is installed, if you decide not to have an integral carbon monoxide alarm fitted, and we strongly advise this for safety reasons, or another form of gas alarm system such as KiddyGuard, then you must ensure that a gas safe certificate is issued when you receive your new boiler. This certificate will show up any faults with the gas supply in your home and allow you to identify where any dangers may be. Check your boiler's performance. When you get a new boiler, it is normal to have the old one removed, and in doing so you may lose some of the parts of the radiators that make them fit flush with walls at both corners, so during installation, any gaps should be filled in. Make sure there are no gaps between the radiator and wall. What should be included in a boiler installation quotation? If you're getting quotes for the installation of a new boiler, it's also important that you know what should be included in your quotation to give you the best possible value for money. It is common for some companies to try and cut costs by offering cheap quotes, then provide inferior parts or products that don't offer as good quality as others. When getting a quote, make sure all the following is included. The full cost. This includes any work required on the old boiler which may have to be removed and disposed of if it can no longer be repaired or reused. Even if there are other issues with an old boiler like blocked vents or broken radiators, they cannot be reused, so need to be thrown away. If part of your home needs renewing, such as pipework etc., all this should be included in the quote. All new parts. If you decide to get a new set of radiators, for example, make sure they are included in your quote. Also include any pipework or other fittings you may need as part of the installation, such as connecting wires and pipes for an electric boiler which requires less venting than gas boilers do. Especially important where not much space is available around the back of your boiler in relation to pipework connections.